Hello everyone, and welcome to our YouTube channel. Today, we're going to explore 3 important teaching aids: models, live specimens, and active specimens. First of all, do you know what teaching aids are? Teaching aids are tools that teachers use to make lessons more interesting, interactive, and effective. Some common types of teaching aids are visual aids, audio-visual aids, models, live specimens, active specimens. The purpose of teaching aids is simple. They support and enhance the teaching learning process, helping students understand and remember concepts better. In this video, we will focus on models, live specimens, and active specimens. Let's begin with the first category, models. Models are 3-dimensional teaching tools used to represent real-life objects, processes, or systems. They help us see and understand things that might be too big, too small, or too complex to observe directly. Here are some types of models. 1. Static models, non-moving. Example, a model of the human heart. 2. Working models, show motion or function. Example, a windmill model. 3. Scale models, proportional representations. Example, a globe. 4. Mock-ups, used for skill practice. Example, a keyboard layout. How are models used in classrooms? In science, to explain concepts like the solar system or cell structure. In geography, to understand landforms and maps. In vocational training, to practice with machinery parts. To improve retention by providing strong visual support. Advantages of models: make abstract ideas more concrete. Promote active learning. Increase student engagement. Help with visualization and long-term memory. Enhance critical thinking. Simplify complex concepts. Limitations of models: can be costly. Time-consuming to create. Require storage space. May not suit all topics. Now that we understand models, let's move on to the next teaching aid, live specimens. Do you remember in the classroom when the teacher used different kinds of plants, or when we watched a caterpillar turn into a butterfly? Those are examples of live specimens. Live specimens are real, living organisms, plants, animals, or microorganisms, used in the classroom to support learning. They allow students to see and interact with living things directly. They are especially used in science subjects like biology, environmental studies, and agriculture. Examples of how live specimens are used: science or biology, observing life cycles, like watching a caterpillar turn into a butterfly. Art and craft, sketching plants or animals, such as leaves, flowers, butterflies, or pet fish. Moral education, caring for class plants, teaching responsibility and teamwork. Mathematics, estimating populations, like counting ants in a colony or fish in a tank. Let's look at what are the advantages and limitation of using live specimens as teachers. Hands-on learning. Students can observe growth, behavior, and responses in real time. As well, this improves student understanding complex concepts like biological process. So this enhances students' interest to study and sparks curiosity. This may lead to create future professors, scientists, artists like that persons. Not only that students can develop life skills like observation, recording, and analytical skills as well, taking responsibility, caring, protecting. After all, these aids bridges theory with practice and enhances awareness about the environment. However, we have to face some limitations when using live specimens. When we use live specimens, we have to give proper caring and maintenance to keep them live. Some students may have allergies or fears to use those things. Before using, teacher should aware about those. Time limitation in the classroom, and all school don't have facilities to use these things. As I like to say, live specimens make learning real. They don't just grow in the soil, they grow in our minds. Now let's see what are the active specimens. An active specimen is a live organism or sample that actually participates in an experiment or a study. Examples include laboratory mice, plant samples, human participants, and even certain pieces of scientific equipment. When working with active specimens, there are things we should do and things we should avoid. We should follow proper protocols, minimize stress for living participants, maintain the right environment like temperature, housing, safety, monitor the health of participants for signs of illness or distress, and document everything during the process. We should not ignore protocols, neglect animal welfare, handle specimens or equipment excessively, as it can cause harm. Let's look at what are the advantages and limitation of using active specimens. Advantages: provide real-time data and observation. Teachers and students can see results as they happen during experiments. Allow controlled experimentation. Conditions can be adjusted to test specific variables accurately. Offer insights into complex systems. They help reveal how living systems work in detail. Limitations: ethical concerns. Using living organisms may raise moral or welfare issues. Potential for bias. Results can be influenced by personal judgment or uncontrolled factors. Limited generalizability. Findings may not apply to all populations or situations. Alright, now we have come to end of our video. So now it's quick quiz time. You'll have just a few seconds to guess the answer. Question 1. Which of these is an example of a model? A map. B, a song. C, a story. D, a frog. Time's up. The answer is yes, it's a map. Well done if you got it right. Which subject can use live specimens? Art, science, math, all of the above. Okay, the answer is all of the above. Question 3. Which of the following is not suitable as an active specimen? A fish in an aquarium. B, a potted plant. C, a dissected frog. D, a live ant colony. Well done. The answer is a dissected frog, because it's no longer alive. Throughout this video, we explored models, physical or digital representations of real objects, live specimens, living organisms used for teaching, active specimens, living organisms or samples that participate in experiments. Each has unique advantages and limitations, but all play an important role in making learning interactive and engaging. So thank you all for watching our video. We hope this video helped you understand the power of different teaching aids in making lessons exciting and meaningful.